In this video, we're going to review the Schoology group Library Resources for Students, which is a Schoology group that is going to be very helpful to you throughout the research process. Most of you should already be a member of this group. If you're not, there's a code that I posted on this page. So I'd like you to pause the video right now and head over to Schoology. You want to click on groups, not courses when you get to Schoology, groups, and see if you're already enrolled in the Schoology group Library Resources for Students. If you are not, take this code and go ahead and join the group with the code so that you are a part of the Schoology group. So pause the video and go ahead and do that before we continue. The Library Resources for Students Schoology group is a way for me to communicate with you throughout your years here at Ruston. I'll post various messages and things for you to know in regards to what's happening in the library, as well as some resources that the library can offer. So that's a good way for me to communicate. For a research project, I've also posted lots of resources in the Schoology group. And you get to the resources by going to the left-hand side in that list of options for your Schoology group, and right in the middle is resources. Once you click on the resources in the Schoology group, there are multiple folders that you can go into, and the folders contain all sorts of helpful links, valuable resources that will not only benefit a research project, but also benefit you as a high school student. So if you need help with studying or organization or accessing resources through our Chester County Library system, you'll find a lot of that information here. So I've put a lot of resources that are going to be helpful for you, not just for this project, but as a high school student. For this particular research project, though, I want to point some things out to you that are going to be beneficial. In the resources, the very first link is the link to the Ruston Library website. This is the website you're going to go to access all of our online resources, our databases, as well as our catalog. So our catalog lists all of our books and ebooks and videos that you'll be able to use for research. Right underneath the link to the library website is a PDF called Database and Ebook Logins. This is a very important piece of information that you're going to need, especially if you're researching primarily from home or in a location other than the library. This PDF, if you open it, has the username and password for all of our databases that we have access to here at Ruston. If you look down to the rest of the folders, you'll see a lot of other important information and valuable information. The first folder that I'm going to point out to you that's going to be helpful for a research project is the Citing Sources and Noodle Tools folder. This folder, if you click into it, will tell you exactly how to cite a source from all of our databases. We have video tutorials as well as written instructions. Second folder is a separate databases folder. This databases folder contains information for how to use the databases, how to search them, just some helpful tricks and tips in order to navigate those databases. And that's going to be a useful folder, especially if you have limited experience using databases. And then there's a folder with a list of credible websites and tools for web research. So if your teacher is allowing you to use the free web as part of your research project, this might be a good starting place for you. This lists some possible websites that you can use for your research that are already checked out. They're already credible. You can use them. So maybe start here before you Google on your own. When in doubt, if you ever have a question, you can certainly check out the Library Schoology group, Library Resources for Students, because as I said, there's lots of good information in there, and most likely you're going to find the answer to the question that you have. But you can also email me, or you can send me a message through Schoology, and I'd be happy to help you with anything you need for your research project.